It's a little bit early, but we're off to get the finger check-up, follow-up appointment, and to get some vaccinations, hopefully.
Today we have to go and get Arenka's fingers x-rayed and checked, and we're also combining it with a vaccine day.
But not only that, we also get to explore Martinique's seabed and Martinique's highest mountain.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family.
So today is a very medical day. We've hired a car from some lady kind of in the local town. One of the most bizarre car rental places I've ever been to. It's kind of just like a little hippie house with a dog with no hair. Looks very scary. Looks like it could do with a couple of vaccines itself. And we hired the car from there. So Arenka just dropped me off this morning on the beach, and she's going to park the dinghy up on the dock in St Anne, and I'm going to drive the car around, pick her up, and hopefully we'll get to Fort-de-France before the rush hour.
The follow-up treatment in Martinique was excellent. They had to make a mould to help me keep the finger straight, and then of course we had to go and pay the bill. But you could find out all about what the actual medical costs were in episode 108. After the checkup, we set off to try and find the vaccination centre.
So we've managed to find a place where you can get the vaccine in Martinique. They set up this whole vaccination centre in this sports hall, and they want to vaccinate as many people as possible. For us, it will be really handy because I think that travelling is going to be really difficult without the vaccination, and it's going to be like a kind of passport to travel. So we're getting the Pfizer one. We've got to get one today, and then one a few weeks later. It's free in Martinique, and they have lots of vaccinations apparently, so all other cruises that we know have had theirs done.
There is also a vaccination centre opened in La Lamentine, and details have been published on the MC Informations and Events Facebook page.
As other friends have mentioned, there's hardly anyone here. I mean, you know, they're set up to do thousands and thousands. They could probably have everyone vaccinated in the next few days, this whole island, but it's just a slow flow of people.
So that's it. It was very quick and efficient. The place was absolutely empty. I mean, they'd hired out a whole sports hall and there's nobody in there. There's kind of a handful of people getting vaccinated. And I guess, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, I've got reservations about how quickly the vaccine was put through, really. But with our lifestyle, with travelling around, I think very soon you're not going to be able to do it unless you've got the vaccine. So that's basically the reason we've had it done. So we've got to come back in 3 weeks, have the second jab, and then we're done. But it's been a fun day of medical bureaucracy and discovering parts of Martinique that probably nobody else sees. This is the part of the Caribbean that nobody tells you about. It's the gridlock traffic jams and retail estates.
But it's not all like that, as most people come to the Caribbean to see the coral reefs, which are often described as the tropical rainforests of the sea. It's always good to see a healthy coral reef, knowing that it takes 100,000 to 30 million years for a reef to fully form. And knowing that a lot of coral reefs are threatened due to destruction, pollution and rising sea temperatures. One thing we did not expect to see was a lobster. Or even a motorbike at the bottom of the seabed. Now that was a surprise. And as usual, in every blog, Woody is still trying to fix the mainsail furler.
Okay, we've come into town in the torrential rain, trying to find a brush for the outdoor electric motor and a few other things. Unfortunately, we've been to about 5 different places and none of them sell the right size or the right material. So we kind of stuck here in a minute. We're in the middle of a tropical storm. And now we've got to get back on the dinghy around the other side to check out another few shops, but it didn't work. The repair I did before didn't work, it burnt out, and I thought it was because we used the wrong material, but somebody was saying in actual fact it probably wasn't contoured in the right shape, so I'm a bit confused now. I don't know which way to go. So today we're driving up to the hills to Mont Pelee, which is the highest point in Martinique.
Yeah, it's quite good that they've eased the lockdown a bit, so now we can go beyond 10 kilometres. So yeah, our big adventure today is to climb to the crater of Mont Pelee, which is an active volcano.
And we're driving through this quite dense rainforest section. It's quite exciting.
Really excited. Look how excited the kids are.
I'm already there, I'm already everywhere.
So today we're going for a walk up that mountain right there. We're gonna love it. Going up the walk to, oh my god, not to the clouds, but a mountain. It goes all the way up to space. And what? Yeah, and we're gonna climb up it. And I'm gonna be the tallest person in Martinique.
Until I bled. The suffering made me stronger, so I pushed to get ahead. And now I'm perched above the factory floor, looking down at my friends below. In my comfy car I drive away, but there is nowhere left to go. 'Cause I'm already there, I'm already everywhere. Already there, I'm already there.
So what reward have we got?
I've only had one sweet and everyone else has like 2 or 3.
Kids and a picket fence. Everything was hazy, now it's making sense. Alright, I made it, so now what? Told me that when the race is done, the finish line's behind you.
Right, dead.
Is it hard?
Look at
Tell me how, is it easy or hard?
What do you think? It's not even a walk, it's just a hike. No, it's like climbing. Like, look at that. It's steep.
'Cause you're already there. Already everywhere. You're already there.
We've seen 2 poisonous caterpillars. One down there.
I'm already everywhere. I'm already there. I'm already
could live in there if I was small. You are small.
Like a little troll.
Yeah.
Look, so you can see the troll in there.
Hello, Bob. How you doing? Yeah. He says that he loves living in there.
Such a diversity of species up here of plants, and this one's even got moss kind of growing up inside its branches.
This is just a random shrub with branches that thick, and first there's a moss growing that's about a few meters.
Oh wow! Look at that bug.
Yeah, there's a few meters thick of just moss on it, and then there's a random plant, a big plant just plopped in the middle of the thing, like growing on the moss that's growing on the branches that thick.
This is Ewan Lane. So only I can put my legs through.
We're actually walking up this bit now, and it's quite steep on both sides. So I think we're getting towards the crater now. It's quite scary how deep it is and steep.
It's the ridge, isn't it?
Are you sure we should carry on walking?
Yeah.
Ewan Post, because it was about the size of me when I was like 5 years old. Ewan Lane and Ewan Post.
Okay, we're so high now that we're actually walking in the clouds.
We've walked there, where is the car park, and walked all the way over there to here. That's where we are now.
It's easy.
So there's this massive drop kind of down there. We just discovered how steep the drop is on the other side.
I am the tallest person in Martinique!
There's kind of like, well, the way we came up down there.
There'll be a lot of window in there.
So we're on our way down now, and the weather's closed in. It's windy and it's starting to rain.
Stay tuned for the next episode when we take our boat further north, try some spearfishing and have some exciting news.
A big thanks for watching, and especially thanks to our patrons who make these videos possible. If you'd like to become part of the Patreon family, then follow the link in the description below, or just put Mothership Adrift Patreon and I'll take you to the right place.
You and me, we're family. The bond that
We would really love to hear from you, so if you'd like to leave comments, then go to our Facebook page or Instagram, or even to our Patreon page where you can connect to us immediately.
sing home.
And don't forget to check out our new t-shirt designs available on our merchandise store.
I'll stay by your side. Oh, hey, you'll always be